How much do you make in a day? Would you like to make more? Well, the answer is right here. VIP School of Forex is here to help you multiply your income. Save time and make money by joining VIP School of Forex, a world-class school of Forex, trading and stock brokerage. VIP School of Forex, first and only in Africa. Nurturing Forex trading skills, fully equipped and affordable. You can't afford to miss on this lifetime opportunity. VIP School of Forex, awakening Africa.
Are we ready, gentlemen?
Ready, Doctor.
Now this is the line of the incision.
The operation was a success!
That money got her the best neurosurgeon in this country.
If I were you, Mr. Weaver, I'd get in touch with Mr. Trench before you go.
Look at my feet.
Oh, Lori, that's wonderful.
Russ, how did you get Dr. Melville to come here? Who'll pay his fee?
I will.
How?
From what I gather, Russ Weaver is the only one that knows about the loan from Chicago.
I wonder what Scott Davidson would do to keep this information from getting out.
See Mr. Bean. Do. He's shopping. Oh my. Oh, Mr. Bean. Enough with the hardware. With a new paradigm for shopping. That's right, at home. Easy, reliable, and affordable. GBS TV Home Shopping for the smart buyer.
All right, good morning, everybody. I hope your Friday is coming up really well. We are so excited here on set today. We're so relaxed, and we believe that, you know, you're so relaxed as well, knowing that, yes, the weekend is just knocking. Najua imenusia. That is what, you know, Waswahili husema. But either way, thank you so much for joining us on your favorite mid-morning show, that is Women's View. We really appreciate your company. So today is no different. We have a really exciting show ahead. So stick around and let us have fun together as we interact. My name is Winnie Lubembe. So today's topic is all about women empowerment. And you know, when you talk about women empowerment, it's not at this yule mwanamke ame succeed sana, you know, or a politician or anything. It's basically from, you know, the grassroots level. You know, you go through, you know, some of the very many challenges that are there that we face as women, and up to a point where you feel, yes, you have succeeded and you are comfortable with life. So today we want to really empower so many women and tell you that it doesn't have to be like women at university, umesoma, you know. No, it doesn't have to be like that. Whatever it is that you feel, yes, this is where I came from and this is where I am right now and I am comfortable with life, then you can do anything that you want. So that is what we want to discuss about today. So stick around, and like I said, feel free to send your questions and a comment to 21144 if you have any. And today we also have like a t-shirt and a very beautiful bag for you, courtesy of VI Portal School of Forex Trading. But before we tell you on that, let's get to meet our very beautiful guests. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
You look beautiful. Leo Friday, yeah?
Thank you.
Friday inakuja vizuri, yeah?
Exactly. Grace ya God, eh?
Yeah, I know. All right, so karibuni sana. I hope the week has been good.
Yes.
All right, so we'll start with you, Monica.
Hi viewers, my name is Monica Mzungu, founder and CEO of Senior Adventures, but I was raised in a slum, Kariobangi North. I'm a ghetto girl as usual.
Oh, really?
But I'm here to motivate you guys, and together you're going to be success. Women must rule the world.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Must rule the world. I love that.
Yes,
Women empowerment, huh?
Yeah.
Let me high five. We must rule the world. All right.
Hi viewers, I'm Janet Nashipai. I'm glad to be here. And women empowerment. When I was told that the topic, I was like, oh yeah, this is what we need to talk about. Because seriously, women, we rule the world, and it needs to be seen. It is not seen, but we do rule the world.
We do rule the world. Without women, there can be no, you know. All right. Okay, it's a beautiful. We seem so excited. Sugar rush.
Yeah, being Friday, I'm so very excited. Yeah, because I'm feeling the weekend is here.
It's coming, huh?
So good morning, viewer, and my name is Sabina Maloba. Today we are discussing about women empowerment. Empowering a woman is empowering a nation. So today you have to be empowered so that you can achieve so many goals that you want to achieve in your life. So stay tuned, don't touch that dial.
All right, so all women, you need to stick around till the end of the show, because like you saw, there's two beautiful women. It's not like life has been all rosy tango kitambo. No, they went through some challenges, some ups and downs, and they made it, and that is why they're here today, to empower us, to motivate us and tell us, what, as women, you can do it. It's not, basically like all male-dominated world. No, as women, you can also do something to change your home, to change, let's say, the society, and to change the world as a whole. So don't go anywhere. You have to listen to these beautiful stories that we have today on set. So Monica, looking at you, someone will not even say at ECG you started from a very humble beginning, but there's a genesis to it.
Yes.
So let's say so.
Yeah, I was born in a place called Nambale. I was raised in Nambale Urban Primary School. That's where I went to school. Then I went to RGS Secondary School, the cheapest day school in Nairobi.
Okay.
That's where I went. And I used to tarmac to go to school and come back. I didn't have fare. But deep inside my mind, I knew I was meant to be somewhere.
Okay.
I fought from when I was a teenager. There's sometimes I didn't have even, ladies who need pads. I used to go to work as a house girl.
Okay.
When we close school, and then I get pads, I buy my pads. And then that's life in a ghetto is very, very difficult. When you're raised in a ghetto, you're like, I cannot move on. You see somebody in posh places, you see, wow, I want to be like that. I want to drive a car. But my spirit told me that I was not meant to be that place. I should rise up. I should fight my dream. And I used to dream like I'll own a company, I'll be a CEO, but I didn't know where to start because I was nobody. I didn't have school fees. I hustled for my own school fees to finish the school because my brothers used to tell me to go to the village and I do a house job, housework, because I cannot finish. There's no school fees. Nobody's in the city. It's me with my bro. But I said I should fight for my dream. I'm going to be somewhere else. No matter the school I'm going, like that day school, RJ Secondary School, it was the cheapest day school in Nairobi. I used to eat a maize, a small 5-bob maize. That was my lunch. And it was okay. In the evening, I walk. I go to Kariobangi. I used to say Kariobangi Baptist Church. I felt so much. When you accept your situation and you're like, I can move on.
Yeah.
Don't deny yourself as a woman. You can always go on. You can move on. If at all even you are in ghetto right now, I know you can still move on. You can fight. I was raised in a ghetto. I'm a ghetto material. I'm a slum person. I understand all this situation, but I refuse that situation. That's why I am who I am right now.
True.
Right now, I own my company, Senior Adventures, and I thank God for it. And I want to motivate other women to be like me. I want to be a role model to many people in the society.
You are a role model already. Sure? Yes. Wow.
Thank you.
You are a role model already because, starting from a very humble background, and there's something that you say that, is very important. You refused that and you said, this is not my place. This is not where I want to be. I want to go far. I want to own my own company. And right now you have your own company.
Yes.
Of course, you will tell us how you got that company.
I will.
But I really, you've motivated me already.
You're welcome.
And by the way, there's so many people out there, let's say, living in the slum areas and all that. And, the way they see life, everything is very difficult. Like, life is not very easy there. And then they're like, I can't make it.
Yeah, sure.
This is where I was born and this is where I will stay forever and ever and ever. That's not the spirit, right?
That's not the spirit. They can be leaders. They can be Obama, They can, because I'm a perfect example of a slum lady. I was raised from a single cent, there's a time even you cannot get fare like 10 bob to go to school, and I used to school in town, but I had to walk. That was not an excuse to me. Yes. So I had to walk for 2 hours to town because I wanted to pass my exam. And I used to be the top. I used to be among the top, yes. But I used to have one meal in a day. That is dinner only.
So it doesn't matter where you are. Like Lupita said, you can still achieve your dream.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, let's talk to Nashipai.
Well, that's really great because I have a project in Kibera. It's ongoing. It's a girl high school. I do mentorship and I go with a number of my friends and I'm thinking, you're the right person to take and talk to the girls. Yeah, because at some point, when I tell them, fine, I haven't experienced living in a ghetto, fine, but all I know is that I have come from a humble background. And you might not be coming from a humble background, but something happens in the middle of it. And like for me, something happened in the middle of it and I had to stand on my own and it wasn't easy. And you're there, you're a woman, you're vulnerable, the community is looking at you, people have expectations on you and all that. But as you've said, it doesn't matter where you come from.
Yeah, sure.
And you know, as women, or rather young girls, we are the picture of the community. Look at women in a certain community and you can tell what is happening. You can tell how poor they are and how rich they are. Because at some point, it really affects us as women.
It does.
I think for some reason we are the weak.
Exactly.
Yeah, for some reason we are weak. We have like weak genes. I'm not saying we are weak, but we are still strong. Yeah, but it really affects us. It really puts us down to really think of where we come from and all that. And I keep telling my girls that it's a mentality.
Yeah.
It's a mentality. And there is one thing I discovered that, let me just talk about ghetto. In a ghetto, that's where you find all the talent.
Yes.
And the abilities, and these guys are bright and they know so much. Respect, they know so much. You know, you can even ask them a question and they give you ideas and you're thinking, why are you here? Why are you even here? But there's something tying them down. And sometimes I even ask God, if I just had the capability of breaking all the chains, like changing their mindset and all that, there'll be so much change in this nation or in this world. Yeah.
But the fact that you are there for them, you know, motivating them and all that, there's something that you're doing to help them, because you can just go there, you know, sit with them and then just talk, discuss issues. You're helping them in one way or the other.
Yes.
If you don't know. And that is why we have you today, so that we can help, you know, help motivate the other young women out there probably that you've not met. But I know through this program we can motivate like so many women.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's true, Nashipai, but the area that you say we are weak, you know, we were created to be like the helper. And you can imagine helping somebody just being created to be a helper. That means who was to be helped? He's the weaker. Yes. So I don't agree with you. Because us here, we are like the backbone of this nation.
Okay.
So it has to change that mindset.
No, I can.
But Sabina, I really understand what you're saying. And as I said, we're strong because we're the one who gave birth to this president.
Yes.
Anyway.
You know, right? I'm not flossing, but yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, when you want to know the position of a community, when you want to know the position of a family, look at the woman.
Yeah.
As simple as even in a marriage, when a family is going through problems, a man can be really strong, amejikaza kisabuni, and he's working, but the woman is the one you can see and tell. Yeah.
That he is.
What she meant, I can second her. What she meant is, women, we are weak, as in the body is weak, but mentally women are strong.
Yeah,
that's what I believe in. But weak, you know, men, they'll always be strong with the body. Yeah.
But okay. We don't this
yeah, that's right. That's right. Because if we just think that way, that's the reason why, like girls in the slums, if you see them, like somebody just started like doing the housework. Yeah. So because when he's in that house doing the whatever that he's doing, you know, at the back of his mind, you know, he sees this is my limit. You know, he doesn't try that today maybe I'm here, but tomorrow, who knows? You know, he start like because he's vulnerable, he being mistreated, but he cannot stand out because most of them, they are being used because of that, the position that they are in. So if they stand out and say, you will not use me, I'm here to work.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my place of work. Then if you want me to do this ABCD, I'll do that. Regarding with what, when I came to this job, what we talked about, because you find out you are supposed to do the housework, but after that you are doing more than whatever that you came to do. You are doing the household work, and also you are doing the other. So these people, because they know, if I refuse doing this, maybe I'm going to be pushed out of this house. So they're being used in other way. That's why most of the house girl, they end up there. But seeing you that you are there, but now you own a company, you see, your mindset was different, depending with how now they think. So outside there, right now, and in that living room, whoever that is watching right now, he has to learn from you. Because he was there in that house, sweeping, mopping, but here now you are owning. So you're owning a company, you are an employer. So it has like to be motivated.
And you see,
most people,
motivated. Yeah, most people will go with this mindset that we don't have anyone to talk to us.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have anyone to come and tell us, you can do it. We don't have anyone to come and help us out of this situation. Because most of the time, when you find that someone is in a very bad situation, they'll be like, I want someone to come and help me out. That is by giving me money. Let's say, give me whatever it is that they need. But at the end of the day, that is not what happens. At times, you just need someone to come and talk to you, you know, just motivate you. It doesn't have to be in terms of atikupatie pesa, akwambie toka hapa enda uishi town, and then fine, ukipata hao town, then what happens from there? So it's not all about someone to come and give you money. You also need to be motivated and, you know, stand up and do something on your own. So and just basing on your story, where yes, you were brought up in ghetto, and then you and your brother.
Yeah,
you know, of course, there's so many challenges that you face, because I'm thinking of just picturing the kind of house that you are living in. It's not a very big house, or, you know, like 5-bedroom where your brother is there and where uko na ile side ingine. It's a very small
It was
house,
an iron sheet,
but you had to be together, like you
Yes.
had to live together.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It was an iron sheet, like a cube in a place called Karidudu. So me, I used to sleep down on a mattress, and my brother on the bed. You understand?
Okay.
But we had to eat 1 meal in a day in that house.
Okay.
No food. And that was the expensive accommodation we could get in Nairobi. So in the morning, as I wake up and he wakes up, he goes to industrial area to work, and me, I walk in town. Yeah, we used to walk together. From the house, we go together, and then we separate when he goes to industrial area, and me, I go to RGS secondary school. But talking of women, we should also respect these house helps. These are also women that we need to empower. Like us, the bosses in the house, we need to talk to this house help, to tell them in their life they're not supposed to be house help the rest of their life. They're supposed to be examples in our society. I always tell my house girl, you will not be a house girl forever. You need to be somebody else in society. Men should respect you for who you are. Not that you'll not something. It won't be written on your face that I was a house girl sometimes. I wasn't. But through whatever you are doing, if you do this, if you manage the house very well, if you're focused, you are going to make it. I always tell her, and for us other ladies, we should tell our house helps. We should help them. You know, God is going to bless us as we do that. God comes in different ways. And as women, when we cry to God, God blesses us so much. So we should take charge of our house girls as well.
And motivate.
They're women.
Just to add on that, I think what I can tell the house helps is, wewe kama mwenye unafanya kazi kwa nyumba, unalipwa, unakaa kwa hiyo nyumba, right? So you're not paying rent. If you're wise enough, kama watoto ni ile age yenye wameenda shuleni, you can take a course. You can take a short course, right? You can do some training like hair braiding and all that, and you don't have to be a hustle the rest of your life.
Exactly.
I think for us women, at some point we tend to be comfortable. We tend to settle for less. Yeah, it's not like we are go-getters. Okay, it's good to be a go-getter, right?
Very
but
good.
some people
It's good to be ambitious.
Yeah, it's good to be ambitious, but don't settle for less. Don't settle when you know that you're not comfortable wherever you're doing. Don't settle even for that man and you feel like he's not of my class. Set you naringa. By the way, it's only that you set your standards. Be focused. And just be ambitious. Hiyo itakudrive. Yeah, so wewe kama mfanyikazi unaniangalia saizi nikikwambia hivi na unaona yako na experience. Alikuwa mfanyikazi saizi ni CEO. Tafadhali enroll, fanya course ya kusuka nywele, fanya course, just do something. Usiketi hapo, usikubali kuwa mboch the rest of your life.
And you know that there's so many good employers out there, you know, where you can just decide and say, yes, mtoto amefika age ya kwenda shule. So meanwhile, before atoke shule, in between, let's say from morning around 10 to around 3 or 4, you can do something like enroll in a school. And there's so many good employers, like I said earlier, where you can decide, you know, talk and say, fine, you can go to school from this time to this time, provided by 4 you should be at home and take care of the child. That's very possible. It is very possible.
It is.
And you can do something.
Yes, you can.
Because if you show interest, even for the employer, hata kama ni tough aje, ukionyesha interest, atakusaidia.
They will.
Imagine they will. But if you come and show attitude, itakuwa ngumu.
Yeah, attitudes. You cannot imagine 2 ladies in the house with attitudes. It will never work. It will never work.
And Sabina, you're a good example. You know, when you told us some time back that you had this house help and, you know, you helped her.
Yeah,
you know,
I helped
go
her.
to school
She
and
went
that?
to a course, and now she's working.
Wow.
Imagine.
God
Yeah,
will bless
because,
you.
she was a nice girl, but the problem is sometimes they come out, maybe they want like to enroll themselves into doing something, but the timing is wrong. Because I also had one who just he approached me when I was to leave, and the kids were still small. Then he just told me that, Madam, from tomorrow I want to start this and that, you see. But depending with whatever that she wanted to do was a nice thing. But she was telling me that from 10, I'll be leaving the kids with the neighbor. Because I've talked with the neighbor's girl.
Can't work.
She's my friend, so she has accepted to do that. You see, such kind of, if you have like you said, maybe the kids are in school.
Yeah.
The whole day you are all alone there.
Yes.
You can use that chance to do whatever that you want to do. But coming because I watched in the TV, GPS, they told us we should do this and that. So you come approaching, you come with you stand tall. You are speaking to your boss. Nataka. We need to be empowered. I'm a woman, you know. So we don't want to mislead others, to mislead these people. They should understand the right time. If a child is still small and you know you want to achieve some goals, then you have to set those goals. You don't just wake up because you had today, then you'll be chased away.
True.
Then
And
you'll
from
come
there,
here, you'll come
and getting
here.
a job
I watched your
nowadays.
program, you were telling us this and that. So these people, they need to be, at least to be focused. It's good because I stayed with that lady 7 years.
Wow.
So for 7 years, even if she came when my child was small, for 7 years the child was
7 years.
Yeah, it was then 7 years. So I took her with my own money. I was not bothering her with whatever that I'm paying, with my own money. Then she did whatever that she did. She did that course. Now she's working. If you find her, she has a house. You cannot.
You are a blessed woman.
You know that she's talking about
is.
planning. My mentor told me one thing. Time is a gift from God. Reason being, we all have 24 hours.
It's not
You,
like
Bill
the rich
Gates,
work
Queen
on
Nani,
48 and
we
then
all have 24 hours. So you as a person, wewe kama mfanyikazi, you as a woman who want to achieve, you as a woman who has a family and you want to work on your career, what do you do with your time? Planning and prioritizing. So unafaa kujipanga vizuri. Ujue, especially when unasema if you working and you know that unataka kuenroll course ingine, unahakikisha from this time to this time it's time for the kids. From this time to this time wanatoka shuleni. So lazima niwapikie nitayarisheni, lazima niamke mapema, itabidi nimeacha kuwatch Oga movies, nimepunguza. And now you just plan your time.
But this house girls, sometimes when you give them time, they become so rude. They want to take control of you. They're like, I'm free. Yes,
they do. But you have freedom.
They
you can do whatever.
So
it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. You know, I
is.
think it comes from the mind.
It's a mentality.
It's a mentality. And talking of being raised in a ghetto, like ladies' challenges in ghetto, you know, we have also these men, little boys from the ghetto, trying to convince the ladies, bouncing around. You see, those are temptations. Like a lady can see a pads, naizenda chalia nibaie, things of the sort. Don't think that angle. You know, you can do something. You can, you can cook njugu karanga. Exactly. Exactly.
And you see that there's some ladies who be like, sasa nitaketi aje niweze kupika njugu, but it doesn't really matter. That is what you say. You should be focused. Know where you want to be in, let's say, 5 years time or in 10 years time.
Look
and
beyond
then
the
calculate and say,
look beyond the 10 shillings you're collecting daily.
You need to do that.
And if you believe yourself, you trust yourself, you respect yourself, you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
And they should avoid accepting those small favors.
It's a gift. You pay them back, by the way. I tell them the truth.
You'll mess your life with those.
Yes, and you get pregnant while you are 14 years. Where will you raise your child?
Talking of pregnancy, I think we've relied so much on the ghetto girls. But I read an article this week. There's this girl from Kericho, and she got married at 13 years. She got pregnant at 13 years. Got circumcised at 13 years. Lost the baby at 13 years. And then she suffered, there's this condition, I'll remember as we continue. So she suffered the condition at 13.
13 years.
So when you look at women, I think we can look at it from their background, be it culture, be it where you're positioned in life and all that. And for me, coming from a Maasai community, I know what it means going through FGM.
You had a good example to talk on that topic.
Yes,
wow.
yes. So when the first thing that came in my mind when you talked about women empowerment is FGM and early marriages.
Wow.
And I went ahead and did a research. It's not only in Maasai land, it's not only in Kenya. In Ethiopia it's happening, so it's worldwide. So when we tackle this whole issue, we should look at it in a bigger way. Yes.
And you see, like
and I was scared even worse because you told that when you're circumcised, your rate of catching HIV and AIDS is higher than being not circumcised. And remember that passage, some of them they cut and sew it. And when you're giving birth, it has to be torn again. So it is so much pain. I was reading that article, I had goosebumps all over my body. It's crazy.
And you see, speaking of on FGM, it's not like these girls are taken to hospital where they use the right tools and everything that is, let's say, sanitized and all that. No, it's just traditional uko kwa msitu and all that. So of course, chances of getting all this diseases like HIV, and not only HIV, there's so many conditions that you can get from there. Very high. It is very high. So and that is why the government and all the women activists stood up and said no more FGM, no more FGM, and we can really say that yes, it worked at some point, because right now the rate is
it's going down
drastically.
I know,
drastically.
Yes.
So it's all about.
And also we should be like our sister's keeper, because maybe that child is there, she can't come out and speak about that. But if you know such kind of things is happening, please you can come out and help that child. Because
and even walking with them.
And speaking, because most of them it's not like wanataka.
It's true.
It just happens. You are forced. And of course the early marriages, in some communities where you can't do anything, especially as a woman, how na say, you just have to obey whatever it is that you have been told, let's say by your parents, and let's say you're getting married to someone who's even way much older than your father. And that is why we say as women, we really need to stand up with all these people and say, you know what, that is not good. Because let's say this young girl, you're marrying them off to a very old man, and probably they had a vision. By let's say 20 something, I want to do something in life. I want to be a senator. I want to be a politician. I want to be a teacher. But you just cut their dreams just like that. It will not, it's not really good. It's not a very good picture in our society, because we want an empowered nation. We want a nation where women can stand up and say, you know what, we're fighting against this, and this is what we're doing.
Yes.
So
But I'm glad there are a number of NGOs, there are a number of projects going on, and it has really helped.
Very.
So if you're out there and someone is going through FGM, or their parents are planning, just speak it out.
Speak it out.
Yes.
By the way, do not fear. As a woman, don't get scared. All right, Madam, Scenery Adventures.
Here I am.
Yeah, here you are from a very humble background, and right now you own your own company, Scenery Adventures, and someone might be looking at you and asking, ulifika aje huko?
Okay.
Yani uliamka tu asubuhi ukaenda shule ukapita and then ukaanza company, Someone would be like, ulifika aje huko? And we want to know what happened. How did you get there? How did you start your own company? So can you tell that us after the break? Because we need to go for break right now. Time really flies. But it's okay. So remember, it's all about women empowerment today, and we want to tell all the young girls out there, if you have this dream, don't let anything kill your dream. Live your life, try to make sure that by the end of the day, by let's say 2030, if that is your vision, you have achieved some of the dreams, what you wanted to be in life. Don't let anything, deter you from achieving your dream. And it doesn't matter where you come from. That is what we've learned today. It doesn't matter whether you come from a rich family, whether you come from a poor family. It doesn't matter where you come from. The most important thing is, where do you want to be in life? So that is what we really want to, that's the message that we want to pass across today, that it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is, where do you want to be in life? So we need to go for break right now. If you have any question for Nashipai, if you have any question for Monica here, then send them to 21144, or if you have a comment as well, send them to 21144, and then we will answer them after the break. All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Remember, it's all about women empowerment. Today, we want to talk to all the young ladies out there and all the women in general and tell them, you know what, like we said when we started the show, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is, where do you want to be in life? And we promised you that yes, we have t-shirts and a very beautiful bag courtesy of VI Portal School of Forex Trading. And the question, before you even get to win the t-shirt and the very beautiful bag, of course you have to do something, you have to work for you to get something. So we have a question for you, and we want your opinion on this. What is the best way to empower women? What do you think is the best way to empower women? So keep sending your answers to 21144. Send your views, your comment or a question if you have any for any of these two beautiful ladies here. Send them to 21144 and we will sample them as continue. But remember, the question that we're asking you, for you to win that beautiful t-shirt and a bag courtesy of VI Portal School of Forex Trading, the question is, what do you think is the best way to empower the women out there? So keep sending your views to 21144 as we continue. But meanwhile, I have a couple of comments here, and all right, so let me read it for you. Okay, this one says, that is a really that's really good. Bring such women as many times as possible. Women of late are worshipping men for anything, so we as men take the advantage. This is Dennis Warwamba. Women, you don't have to do that. Don't worship any man to get favors. Sure. Like Sabina said, you don't have to do that. And then another one says, I am Sheila and I dropped last year in Form 3 and I don't have any way or nothing to do because of finance. Nimetafuta job but sipati. Can you please help me on that? Can you talk to Sheila? You know, like we said, we do not necessarily we can't give you money or anything, but we can talk to you and tell you you can do something to get money. So can you talk to her?
Sheila, what I can advise is, we still need you to go to school, and we still need you as a role model in a society and to be as a woman. So I think what we can do, try. We have bursaries. And it depends where you come from, the constituency. If at all you are, like, let's say Kariobangi, I can be of help to help you get a bursary to go back to school, because I still follow up my route. And I can connect you to a bursary person. And then you can get the way you can go to school, because for you to be a graduate is something good to a society. So please, don't give up. Yeah.
Sheila, in the meantime, what is your gifting? What is your talent? Try and work on that, and start from somewhere. These millionaires you see, they didn't wake up one morning and they were millionaires. Right. You gotta have 100 to go to 1,000. Then from 1,000 you go to 10,000. 10,000. There's a song like that. It's Friday. I'm in the mood. I know. So Sheila, if you just start from somewhere and be ready, be focused. Don't be ashamed of you're working as a house girl. Your friends will feel bad about you. No, you can work as a house girl, and in the meantime you'll be owning the whole estate.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just be focused and don't fear and don't give up. You know, sometimes we look for jobs and you give up at some point. Keep looking and pray. God answers prayers. Exactly. Yeah. And just ask God, God, was it your plan that I'll drop at Form 3? Fine. When I drop, then what next? God never runs out of plans. So just pray and ask God to lead.
You reminded me yesterday, you know, my office, I always cancel everyday people. So there's somebody who came in the office, and I tried to cancel him most of the time, and he's still the same place. And I told him, what you need to do, you need to do something that will cost God. You need to fast. For you now to get out of this situation, you need to be a serious prayer. He told me he has never prayed, he has never fasted. I told him, so do something that is going to cost God, like fasting.
God asikuwe na option nyingine, but just to bless you.
Yes, that will cost God, and God will bless you.
And when you pray with understanding that God wants the best for you.
Yes.
Because you know you can be praying, we can even be praying and fasting with you, but you don't have the faith. So start from the inside. And be ready and know that God is going to bless me, and He will do it.
Yeah, I love the spirit in the studio today.
Because even it's a double-minded person, is stable. So if you pray, be focused also. Don't pray about this, but
you know what you're praying.
While you are praying, still you are thinking of,
Lakini.
Oh, what
utapata
about
kweli.
and hivi? So just stand by whatever that you're praying.
Okay.
Don't be with
And
double
someone
mind.
spoke about purpose. You know, you need to know your purpose in life. And the best way to know your purpose in life is just praying.
Yeah.
Just ask God, what do you want me to do in this life? Do you want me to touch other people's lives? Then show me, where do I need to go,
Ask
or what
him
do
to
I
lead
need to
you,
do?
and he
You
does.
know, and like you said, yes, ask him to lead you, and he will lead
He
you
will.
to do that. So we talked about scenery adventures, but before that, the question that we asked you, what do you think is the best way to empower women out there? What do you think is the best way to empower women? So keep sending your views to 21144. We'll be sampling them, and before we end the show, of course, we will unveil the winners. So you don't want to miss, you don't want to go anywhere, but let's go back to scenery adventures.
Okay.
And back to the genesis of it all.
Okay. As you see, Monica is Scenery Adventures. My first job was a waitress at Bounty Hotel. I worked as a casual. I was earning 200 bob per day. And sometimes they used to call me a robot because I used to combine shifts for me to get at least money, you know, and I was not tired. I used to pay my brother and sister school fees, my younger ones behind.
Serious?
From the tips I get, as a waitress and the salary. From there, I went to World Kenya Camping and Safaris as a marketing manager. I didn't have any degree in tours. My profession was a hotel management. So from there, I was like, in the field, I can do it without even going to school. I see the way things are done in the field work. I rose up very fast in the marketing. I had many clients coming to the company. I was given a chance to go to Norway as a marketer. I went to Norway. From Norway, I resigned. I said no. From this marketing thing I've done, I think I can run my own company.
Can do something.
So when I came, 2008 is when I came back. And then I registered Scenery Adventures as a business name. And I was with my friend Kate. We searched for Scenery Adventures with her, and she was like, this thing it needs millions to open, so me, I don't think you're going to succeed it.
Too easy.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm left alone. When I go to people, they tell me it needs capital.
Oh, your friend left you.
Yeah.
Ukabaki peke yako.
She said, she gave up. Yeah,
twist
she gave
make.
up. Yeah. So me, I was like, now I have to fight for my dream. And I didn't have, the registration took all them out ahead, so the little I had, I was running all over, registering and EVV. So there's a friend of mine, Edna Chirande, we schooled in primary. And I told her, I've registered a company, but now, can you join up and then you open an office? And then she said, yes. We opened along my avenue. We were given a small desk. I pay 5,000 bob per month. She had only 5,000, so I paid the 5,000 bob.
Okay.
And nothing was left. But through my marketing field, we did car hires, we did hotel booking, we did air ticketing, all those stuffs. So I said, if I know somebody who has a car, I can manage the car, and then the office runs. So that's how I got a car and started managing the car. But this at first it started smoothly. The car got accident. I was jailed in Central Police Station. The owner took me to Central Police Station. I stayed there for a week. Business collapsed. Edna was afraid. She went. So I was like, I'm there again. Again, I looked for another car. I didn't give up. And then I went back to pay the same office. Again, I took a car. A woman posed to be a client, come and hire the car, but she sold it out.
Are you serious?
The owner said that I was involved in the cartel. I was jailed again. Yes. And was transferred to Thika with flying squad cars. What? I was a big criminal. Yes. Serious. That's what happened.
Challenges.
Then when I went to Thika, I had all the documents the woman had signed. And then the head of Thika told me that the story I've been given is you are a big thief, but the story you are giving me is different from this. Then he told those guys, can you look for that thief? This lady is not a thief. Because if you cut her dreams, she's going to be in Koinange. She's going to do things that you guys won't see her doing, because you're shattering her dream. And then she told me that since that day, if I told her I have anything to do with the police, he's there to stand with me. He's there to support me because he knows what I'm doing. So after failing, I starting again, failing. You know, business won't go smooth forever. You have to pass through the mountains.
And the fact that you just decide in your mind that I want to do business, you're in risk you take, number one.
Yeah.
So if there's no point you take a risk, start something, and then when it fails, you give up.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that, from what we get from your story, persistence.
And through failing, I gained experience. I was so strong. I became wise. I knew the things that made me to fail. And then in 2009, when I started, I shooted, because now Miss Clinton was coming to the country in 2009. And a friend of mine told me, hi, can you handle these clients coming? I said, yes. I didn't have an office now. I said, yes. Can you give us an invoice? I went to Kirinya, as in Kirinya, that street, River Road, yes. I made an invoice. You know, this is Miss Clinton. I made an invoice and I said, yes, everything is okay. Are you going to provide the shuttles, the executive? Yes. You know, I want the job.
And you have anything?
I had the job. I didn't have an office. And now from that commission is when I paid the office. And the same month, Econ came. MTV Mama's Award. And I was like, I have to get this job.
You are a big woman.
I was yes, you then really I was told, will you handle Econ? I said yes. Then later we were told that Zayn was the one handling. When I was in a cyber, then a friend of mine called me, yeah, you have to run at the airport and get the group.
Serious?
Within 30 minutes. Can you imagine?
You don't have a car?
I didn't, they wanted 2 vans. You know, I had to make calls. While I'm making calls, I'm on my way to the airport.
Wow, that's faith right there.
Yeah, it is.
Because I have to do something. I have to do something.
You know, you're saying, like, yes. I'm feeling.
And I want Econ's job. I want Econ's job. I was with them for 1 week. I was given a VIP ticket. I was with them wherever they are going. And then IYF, the Korean, the VIP, they came here. VIPs, the ministers from Korea. And then Mr. Mo told me, are you going to provide cars for VIPs, the Mark IIs plus the driver? Yes, drivers in uniform. Everything perfect.
Wow.
I handled the job for Korean people. I handled the fleet. We are talking of the same year, the same month. We call it God's grace.
It is God's grace. Actually, when God's time, my aunt always tells me, you know what? God knows your life from the end to the beginning. Alikuwa najua siku moja, this certain month, itakuwa 2 years.
Let me add on that before you even say that. I read some article. I'm a wide reader. And it was like, when something starts happening in your life, by the way, this is news, God has already completed it.
Yes.
Wewe tu ndio umeanza.
You're right.
But for him, he has
completed it.
Yes. And he knows what is going to happen. And the way we keep telling, and there's this song that says that God has given us a promise, but he told us it won't be easy.
Yeah.
We gotta hold on. It's gonna be up and downs, but you need to hold on and not give up. But he promised he'll give the grace.
Yeah, and God gave me the grace. You know, I never depended on a man in my life. Wow. God knew. Sometimes when I'm alone, I pray, I tell God, you know the things I do in secret and the things I do in the light. And you know you will provide for me. You know, sometimes I fast to cost God something. I say, God, this is me. Sometimes I talk to God as in the mirror. I got the mirror. God, you know, I need this. I need this to be done. Wow. Like last year when Museveni came, I didn't know I'm going to handle a president. I was like, it was on a Monday. I went to the office and I was like, I was an official as well. From Monday to Thursday, I'm always an official. So I was like, I was seated there. Then a friend of mine called me, hi, I'm so far, but will you attend a meeting somewhere? I said, yeah, I'm ready. I called my driver, it was Gong Road. And they're giving me 30 minutes to be where the meeting is. I just took my tablet, rushed down, took a cab. When I was in the cab, I started compiling my stuff, the things, the representation, because I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know I was going to do that. When I arrived there, the president's men were there, the bodyguards. I was alone, and they asked, I was so confident, and I told them whatever they needed, I answered, and they were like, we want to give you a test. Within 30 minutes, we want you to bring here a tour van. 30 minutes exactly. If I told you you're going to get it, that job is yours, because the way you are talking, you've won our confidence. Within 30 minutes, the tour van was there. You know, I do things, I know, I am always ready to risk. 30 minutes, the tour van was there. Then they told me, you are going to handle the president. I said, yes, I'm ready. Will you provide the Prados? I'm ready for the convoy. I was like, and I handled, no complaint. And from the other side, from Uganda side, there was a lady who was handling now the president on the other side. So I had to team with the lady. Only 2 ladies handled President Museveni when she came. Has it ever happened? No. The bodyguards were like, what?
I'm empowered.
Yeah.
I challenged.
Me too.
Honestly, I'm just challenged.
Serious.
I'm a risk taker. I do risk.
And that is what we got from you, because most of us, I always say this, I think that I'm in this any culprit, honestly. I'm not a risk taker, but I think, Leo, I just have to pull up my socks. I need to. But you see, most of us are scared of failing. You know, yes, you would wish to do something. You would wish to, let's say, start a business. You would wish to even, you know, just do something. But then the what if thought comes in and say, what if I fail?
Okay.
Or what if it doesn't work out for me?
I can answer that. You know, me on my side, when you tell me to do something, I don't think of that what ifs. I just go. You tell me I'm risking you. I'm seeing that fire, but when you tell me to go, I'll go until I see it myself.
Serious?
I feel it myself.
Uli, did you go to
That's
school
why
ukafunzwa how to be a risk
No,
taker? Because
just the life. You know, living in ghetto, you learn a lot.
Experience.
You learn a lot. All some tactics from ghetto. Yeah, you know, ghetto is a hard life.
Yeah, survival for the
Survival
fittest.
for the fittest.
Come away, hey, if you can't.
Wow.
And you see also to hear to people who are negative with negative attitude, you know, they
The
can
pessimists,
when they hear about that, when you are arrested the first time, the second time, you know, can't you see the first time, you know what happened, look at the second time. So you know, I'm just trying to understand how did you manage, because these voices maybe
And you know,
were
in
they
the
there?
cell, you know, in the cell we have different people, so arrogant. The ladies, they're like crazy ladies. People smoking, and you're like, me, I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. Okay, let me sit. When they are going to release me, I'll be out, and then I continue with my business.
Okay.
Yes, but I cannot give up.
You know,
I'll never borrow a man money. I'll depend on myself. I'm a star. I was born a star, and I'll always rise up. I'll always, okay, like some meetings, we go, you see men, and I'm a lady alone, fighting for a contract. But I win the contract. I don't care. I don't care those men. I said, this, God made me to be like this.
Wow.
Yes, and the ladies should be, as in, I'm looking like there's like what I wish is I go somewhere and I see ladies, they're so determined to do anything. They're ready
like
to
you,
fight.
all of you are ladies, so fighting for this contract.
Yes.
All of you.
Like that lady who did president from Uganda, she challenged me so much. That lady was exactly like me. But she was like, we need to rush here. Even the booking, pilots accommodation, I did that for the president. She was like, we need to rush here. And that time, president was from airport to Windsor. We had to cross our fingers. No, president, nothing should happen. Even like a bus or anything. So we were like, oh my God, let the convoy succeed. I provided all the convoy with the driver. And I was like, let me cross my fingers. If anything happens to the president, I'll be jailed. You see that risk? But I took it.
You know, I have so many questions for you.
I think
questions.
we just
but
have
we need
to
to go for break. All right, so let's go for break right now. You know, I am so challenged. I am so empowered. I'm so motivated. And I believe you're also doing the same. So we have so many comments from you on the question that we asked. That is, what do you think is the best way to empower a woman? So don't go anywhere. After the break, of course, we'll be unveiling the winners and, of course, reading some of your comments. So you don't want to miss. Don't go anywhere.
King of glory may come in.
Right, welcome back to Women's View. We're having fun. I mean, you know, we're discussing during break time and we're like, we are so motivated. Yeah? You know, when you're talking, everyone, hata mimi nilikuwa nasikia goosebumps. Like, me too. And I believe that you also, you know, you've been motivated through Monica's story. And what we got from her story is not like, yes, you're a risk taker, and then unamka asubuhi would think, what if I fail? And then you stop from there. She was jailed like twice. And she didn't give up. So it's all about, you know, persistence, resilience. Make sure that when you want to do something, make sure that you get it. You know, if you want to start a business, make sure that you will start that business. Don't let anything, you know, kill your dream. Don't let anything deter you from achieving your dream. So we have so many comments from you. So let me try and sample a few. But meanwhile, Sabine.
When you are, you know, at times you find out, when you are telling us that you are in the jail, you are in this and that, then you tell us that you had so many people, like even from that jail, you came out very strong.
Yeah.
And you know, most of people, maybe they have not even jailed. They started a business, they lost even like maybe 2,000. But the only thing, I tried this. You know, you are telling me to do this, but I tried. At least I tried. He has something to talk about. Because maybe he lost the money that, the small capital that he had. So for that person, please try to, for him to drive that point home.
Okay, in business, we are always 50-50. It can rise up, it can, but you should always be positive. And push. Risking is the way to go. Maybe let's say that woman who is selling the mama mboga, right? Mama mboga is there with the vegetables, and then baadaye zinakuja zinaoza kiasi, biashara inakuja inaanguka. You know, don't feel for yourself. Don't ever, me, I don't feel for myself. I can feel for you, I can feel for other people, but me, there's no mercy for myself. That's how I am. So she can, from the little she can get still. She can rise up. And the lesson she got while the business was failing, she can use that lesson to rise up. She can be wiser than before the business failed. She can be, when the business failed, and then she start again, she can be wiser than that. And she can, nobody will come and give you money to start your business. Don't expect that. Don't expect that I'll get money from somewhere before I start the business. The little you have, even if it's 100 bob, that 100 bob is something. It's something to push you to where you are. So don't expect any huge amount of capital. Me, I started with 5,000 bob for scenery.
And I think that answers this question, because someone was asking, I'm Julia, a widower and a mother of 2, doing nothing, and I'm really willing to have my own business, and I have no capital. Like she said, you can start with anything. After that 100 shillings, you can start from there. Okay, and then we have so many comments. This one says, women need to be motivated, educated, and if possible, provided with capital or shown ways of acquiring that capital. Like we said, it doesn't have to be so much money. The little that you have, you can do something with it. And then another one says, the best way to empower women is by talking to them and encouraging them, like the way you are doing now, Alice from Ebakasi. Thank you for that. And then another one says, hi, I'm Christine and I like your discussion and I'm still watching. I think women can be empowered through the following. Number 1, support independence and mobility. Number 2, create a safe space. Number 3, teach women to read. Number 4, increase saving and income. Teach job skills and seed businesses. Building self-esteem and confidence. That is very important. And then boost decision making power. Thanks for that. And then another one says, the best way to empower women is to give our advice, to teach and give civic education and give financial support to start something small. This is so sweeter. And then another one says, hi ladies, I like today's topic, and that Maasai lady, she is making my day. The way she is optimistic and she is in everything, that we should not take failures on our portion. Big up to her. And then another one says, we had someone for you. Okay. Hi, Women's View. I'm Mercy, from Kitengela, and I'm also a house manager. I want to start my own business. Please tell us how is the challenge in business. Winnie, Sabina, and the guests, thanks for motivating us. You're welcome.
Wow.
Can you talk to her?
They've actually given us all the ways to empower women. Because they've touched on educating the young girl, empowering them, financing them, and all that. let them not give up. But their business, biashara, the way she said it's a 50-50. Yeah, losses come and profits come. And sometimes not even losses can make you go crazy. Even profits, you know, unaweza pata profits zingine mpaka tu relax. You even start talking to your clients badly. But you just need to be ready. And whenever you fail, take it like a step. Let it be a stair to your next level. Don't give up. Maybe you have grace. You jail test and you're still back in business. No, seriously. And at some point, a step that we take, basically I can say it's a step of faith, it means so much and it breaks so much. The same way umeingizwa mara ya kwanza, umetoka, umeiba gari, you get another car. The second time and life moves on. People shouldn't give up. You know, the way she was talking about jail, I've just remembered, I went for a mission in Langata Women's Prison and I realized young girls, rather women, they've been used, like 60% of drugs victim ni women.
Wow.
Yes, drug trafficking, it's women. Because one, we're desperate. And we're out here looking for money and we're out here trying to make it meet, the other ends meet. And it's really unfortunate to see, because me venye nilienda, the first thing was like, most of them are black, because they're even from other countries and Chinese and all that. But once I spoke to them, they're like, I don't understand Swahili. I'm like, where are you from? Ghana, Nigeria, name them. There are so many. Drug trafficking.
And we don't want to
drug trafficking, So you just work on what you have.
Yeah. You know, there's no shortcut, please. Don't go for
shortcuts.
And shortcuts are always long cuts.
You go through so much. Huh?
Yes, you go through so much. For instance, let's say you want favors from a guy. They'll not give you for free. You'll have to pay.
You have to pay.
Right.
It's true. When you're unasema eti unataka pad unaenda kuomba, you'll pay.
You have to pay for it.
You'll pay. Yeah. Then far from teenage and all that, when women are giving birth at childbirth, I like this project that First Lady is doing about the ladies and all that. We as women, we go through so much. And at childbirth, we kama ujaenda hiyo antenatal care and all that. You know, that's a challenge, and you lose your self-esteem, you lose your kid, you basically lose your life. So it's a challenge too. I don't know what you can say about that, because seeing you.
And then you also link that with scenery adventures, because so many people are asking about scenery adventures. What do you do? What do you do there? So of course you'll tell us about scenery adventures.
Okay, it's good when a lady is pregnant. It's good to visit a doctor for antenatal care. You know, doctor will advise each and every step, and the doctor will keep monitoring you. And we have also the machine that you can detect how the baby is doing. It is good to visit the clinics.
Now let's talk about wale watukuko shago.
But we need to end the show right now. I think we need to continue with the same topic next week. You ladies need to promise me that you'll be here next week that we continue with the same. Nashipa, I promise.
I promise?
I promise.
Okay. So we'll continue with the same next week. So remember, it was all about, women empowerment today, and I believe that yes, from today's topic you have learned a lot. You've really learned a lot, and I am empowered, and I believe that you've been empowered as well. For those of you who wrote all your comments, don't worry, we will give you a call and tell you how you can come and pick your t-shirts and a very beautiful bag courtesy of VI Portal School of Forex Trading. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your company. We really appreciate that, and I believe that through today's story, that is Monica's story, and of course Nashipai, we believe that you have learned a lot. So thank you so much for your time. We wish you a blessed weekend ahead. We'll see you on Monday, and of course we'll give you a call and tell you come to pick your t-shirt and your beautiful bag. So stay safe and God bless. Bye-bye.
How much do you make in a day? Would you like to make more? Well, the answer is right here. VIP School of Forex is here to help you multiply your income. Save time and make money by joining VIP School of Forex, a world-class school of Forex, trading and stock brokerage. VIP School of Forex, first and only in Africa. Nurturing Forex trading skills, fully equipped and affordable. You can't afford to miss on this lifetime opportunity. VIP School of Forex, awakening Africa.
kingdom come, to kingdom come. If you know a pro, don't play el matter, don't me a game. Ongo jine, o dragon died one na lanya langu, na lanya langu, na lanya langu, na lanya langu. Kegire usala na olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kanyori yegile bogini amale bogini na nungu jeje jwana morenge jwane jwana lashuba. Ngiro shiki ngora nawa. Yeah, Saint Tino, I didn't take crown. Let's show them how we do it in Africa. Ha, yeah, Mabe, Mabe, Talama, 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 Mabe. Engaya, Engaya, you love Engaya. Engaya, Engaya, you love Engaya. Niñera sere mahana be no dengerai. Engaya, Engaya, you love Engaya. Niñera sere mamusare to mamudu. Engaya, Engaya, you love Engaya. Niñera sere mahana be no dengerai. Olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Mabe, mabe, talama 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 mabe. Saint Tino, mabe, mabe, talama 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 mabe. Olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire olengo digot, olengo digot, olengo digot, hey. Kegire